Testing audio inside the Nick Smith Center as the Rivermen are set to host the Pipers. Warm-ups have completed and the Zamboni is on. Puck drop will be shortly after 4:30 p.m. Testing audio inside the Nick Smith Center as the Rivermen are set to host the Glengarry Pipers. Puck drop will be just over 5 minutes away as the Zamboni finishes up. Hello, everyone, and for the first time in 2025, we welcome you inside the Nick Smith Center for this afternoon's EOSHL contest between the Arnprior Rivermen and the Pontiac Senior Comets. I'm Ryan Woods, and I've been battling a cold since last Sunday, so apologies if my voice cuts out during the game. Oh, my apologies. It's the Arnprior Rivermen and Glengarry Pipers. I forgot to update the team that the Rivermen are playing in my game notes, so we're already on the first error in 2025, but it's going to be an exciting matchup tonight between the Rivermen and the Glengarry Pipers. The Rivermen come into tonight having won 4 of their last 5 games. They are back up to 500. They sit second place in the Capital Division with a 7-7 record. 14 points on the season. They're coming in off a 5-3 win last weekend against the Pontiac Senior Comets. It's a different direction for the Glengarry Pipers. They have lost 4 of their last 5, including last weekend a 5-2 loss against the South Grenville Rangers. They're on a 4-game losing streak, and they will look to get back in the win column tonight to earn their 5th win of the season. They sit at 4-10. With 8 points in the Seaway Division. They are third place, just 1 point ahead of the 4th place South Grenville Rangers. There's a lot of separation between them and the second place South Stormont Mustangs. The Rivermen sit 4 points ahead of the third place Pontiac Senior Comets, and they trail the first place Genetic Mariners by 9 points for the Capital Division lead. We're going to throw things down to the ice for O Canada. We will be right back with Puck Drop. Starting lineups tonight for the visiting Glengarry Pipers. It's number 10, Neil Chabot. Number 12, Colton Oaks Cook. Number 19, John Amanatidis. Number 21, Alexic Juan Arsenault. And number 79, Chris Papandreou. And for the Rivermen, number 26, Andrew Cuglietta. Number 12, Nolan McGregor. Number 21, Max Sato. Number 15, Brett Ashton. And number 55, Stephen Bird. Between the pipes tonight for the Glengarry Pipers is number 1, Bryce Luker, and in net for the Rivermen is number 86, Carlin Lyle. Five games remaining after tonight, 6 games left on the season for the Rivermen before the playoffs, and we are underway as the Rivermen win the opening face-off. Victor passes it across, and it's through center, past Cuglietta. Oaks Cook feeds it through center ice. The Pipers are into the offensive zone. Shot from outside the far circle is blocked, and it comes back to the Pipers. They like to skate behind the Rivermen net. It's played down low by Amanatidis. The Rivermen force the turnover and back out to center ice across the blue line. Ashton is stripped of the puck, and it's sent out to center ice. Amanatidis plays it in. Out of the net to play it was Lyle. It's thrown on net from the far corner, but it doesn't get past the Rivermen player. Behind the net now, a centering play attempt off Lyle out to the near face-off circle. Through center ice is Halford. Halford from the left circle tries to execute a toe drag. He has the puck stolen. And behind the Pipers net now, the pass comes ahead to McDonald. It's behind the back of Rabinowitz. The Rivermen making a line change allows McDonald to pick it up. It's poked off his stick by Matt Denis. Nasita feeds it across the zone. Out to center ice. Aldrich Denis fires it in. Luker covers it and hangs on for a first stoppage. 1:32 gone in the opening period. Bryce Luker comes into tonight's game with a 2-1-1 record this season. .867 save percentage and 6.63 goals against average. Stopped 32 of 37 shots in his last game, December 7th, against the South Grenville Rangers, earning a 7-5 victory. Matt Denis plays it off the boards outside the Rivermen blue line. Dan Johnson takes a shot. Stick handling in the Rivermen end. Pass up the left side. And the Rivermen unable to make a play. Coming across to make his second hit of the shift is Leo McLean. And trying to make a move is Halford up the right side. Halford backhand pass out in front. Nasita runs out of room, tries to kick it to a stick out into the high slot. Aldrich Denis' shot is stopped. And the rebound is laying underneath Luker, who gets the whistle as he's on top of the puck. A mad scramble in front of the Pipers net. And we get another stoppage with 2:13 gone. A glorious opportunity for the Rivermen to open the scoring. And of course, in between the pipes tonight for the Rivermen, Colin Lyle has a 5-4 record this season. It's an .867 save percentage and a 5.60 goals against average. Chabot, backhand pass over to the Neil corner for Quan Arsenault. He feeds it through center ice. Johnny Kite banks it behind the Rivermen net. Papandreou tries to play it deep. The Rivermen break up the play. Kite banks it off the boards, but it's turned over to Amonatinis, and it's poked away from Papandreou. Adrian Moyes throws it out to center ice. The Rivermen gain center ice and dump it in. Bryce Luker hangs on. There wasn't a very good opportunity for him to make a play there, so he'll just take the stoppage. With 2:49 gone in the period, Colin Lyle is coming off a 47 save performance last weekend against the Pontiac Senior Comets, earning a 5-3 victory. McMahon back to the point. Kite shoots. It's deflected on goal. The Rivermen open the scoring. Deflected in front by Dan McIntyre. That's a 1-0 lead for the Rivermen. Just 2:57 into the game. Second goal of the season for Dan McIntyre, who got the deflection in front of Luker. Not much Luker could have done on that one. Now the Rivermen will look to build off an early 1-goal lead. Quan Arsenault puts on the brakes, and he'll start the breakout behind the Pipers net. Give away at the blue line, out of the reach of Ty Power. Kite and Power get credit for the assists. McMahon, cross corner dump in. Chabot swats it behind the Pipers net, and it's passed ahead. Centering pass behind the defense of the forehand. Greta makes it 2-0 Rivermen. Rabinowitz got caught at the blue line. The Rivermen were able to capitalize on the turnover. A nice pass to find Kluglietta in behind the defense, who made a nice move to deke out Luker, go back to the forehand, and that's the 6th goal of the season for Andrew Kluglietta, who, including tonight, now has 10 points in his last 10 games. That's a nice 10-game stretch for Kuglera, who's just in his second season in the EOSHL and now coming into that pedigree where he can average out at a point per game over a 10-game stretch. Pass down low to the left circle, and it's dropped by Bird. The shot is stopped by Luker. The Pipers will look to break out. Knocked down from behind was Monroe. Monroe tries to get behind the Rivermen defense. Paquette picks it up and passes it ahead for Sauvé, but it is broken up by the Rivermen. Kuglera now had his stick tied up on the back check by Paquette. The Pipers will skate it 1-on-4. Sauvé gets it behind Alderic Denis. Inside positioning in the far corner, sweeps the puck behind the Rivermen net. Pipers will look to get their first scoring opportunity of the game. Off of a skate towards the net, Lyle will hang on as McLean was in front. And Ashton picks up an assist on Kuglera's goal. I didn't catch who the first assist was from. Well, that was a funny bounce in the Rivermen end as the puck just went off a skate at the near circle and took Lyle a minute to recognize that the puck was coming towards the Rivermen net, but still lots of time able to react. Ashton off to the box now, as is Leo McLean. Roughing will make things 5-on-5. It will remain. Just offsetting minors to Ashton and McLean. With 4:51 gone in the first period, Pipers win the face-off. Juan Arsenault's shot is blocked by Halford. Battle in the far corner. Halford will skate it out through the slot. Puts on the brakes and finds Nisita. He feeds it through to the middle for Johnson. His shot misses blocker side. Making the hit on the far boards is Papandreou, and Shabbat has the puck come right back to Luker, who will hang on for defense's zone face-off. Luker, 39-year-old, played in the BCHL in the 2005-2006 season for the Burnaby Express. Face-off on the far side, won by the Rivermen. Into the slot, Nisita passes down low, looking for the backdoor deflection by Halford, who's stopped by Luker. Halford, saucer pass attempt comes out to the far face-off circle. It's poked away. Nisita loses the race to the puck, and it's knocked out by the Pipers. This rush by Papandreou to clear it down the ice. Rivermen will break up the left side. Pass through the middle, caught up to by Halford. Halford goes between the legs, almost lost it, but patiently regains control. He takes a hit after dropping the pass. Spinning shot attempt in the slot by Nisita goes wide. Juan Arsenault makes a move and will skate the puck out around Moyes. Will try to get through center ice and dumps it into the far corner. He collides with Halford. Pipers throw it out in front, unable to connect on the pass with Rabinowitz. Sauvé back to pick it up. 6:28 gone in the opening period. 2-0 Rivermen lead. Pass ahead for Rabinowitz. He dodges a check from Victor. Victor gets the puck. McGregor through center ice. Makes a couple of moves, loses control. It comes back out to center ice for Victor. Victor over up the far side. It's deflected in. Labbe floats it out to center ice, and Victor will glove it down. He gets the return feed. He looks through center ice, makes a move to the backhand to get around Laroff. One-touch pass, McGregor inside the circle. His shot is blocked. Opportunity in the slot for the follow-up, and it's a blocker save from Luker. Pass deflected away by Alderic Denis. Victor gets it ahead to Alderic Denis. His pass is picked off by Labbe and sent back out for Saito. He gets it across to Victor. Back to Saito. Out to center ice. McGregor tries to get it ahead to Dan McIntyre. Moyes Now drops it back. Aldrich Denis fires it down the ice. Bouncing puck on net. Luker will play it aside for Sauve. Gets it ahead. Leve back behind the net for Sauve. Sauve passes it ahead, and it's not received cleanly. Aldrich Denis across for Matt Denis. Matt Denis through center ice, and this one is received by the Pipers. Leve across the blue line with the toe drag to get it into the near corner. It's poked away by McMahon. McMahon jumps up. He's got a burst of speed through center ice. 4-on-2 rush for the Rivermen. Across the blue line, McMahon unable to handle it, and the puck comes through the slot to the near corner. Aldrich Denis reverses the play, back down low, and it comes back to the point, but it's on the tape of Monroe, who fires it out to center ice, unable to connect on a pass with Paquette. Paquette unable to catch Aldrich Denis on the forecheck. A pass through center is received by McMahon. McMahon shoots, and it's a glove save for Luker, who flashes the leather. With 8:41 gone in the opening period. Nice shot by McMahon off the rush, who comes into tonight's game looking for his first goal since December 7th. He's got 7 goals in 9 games this season, averaging just under a goal per game. He's been probably the best pure goal scorer for the Rivermen this season when he's been in the lineup. Pipers gain center ice. Juan Arsenault's dump in goes off a stick and out of play. So we'll have a face-off outside the Rivermen blue line. With 8:53 gone in the period. Rivermen have come on strong in the second half of this season. They were 2-6 after 8 games played this season. They've won 5 of the last 7 games to get back to 7 wins and 7 losses on the season, and they've really solidified their second place position in the Capital Division. We'll take a pretty incredible collapse by the Manotick Mariners for the Rivermen to be able to catch them at the division lead. Shot off the stick of Lyle goes out of play, and there'll be another face-off in the Rivermen end. But the Rivermen have a nice cushion ahead of the Poggan Falls Rapids and Pontiac Senior Comets, having won head-to-head matchups this season. So they look to lock in their home ice advantage for the first round of the playoffs. Of course, Pontiac and Poggan Falls playing out of town today. Up the right wing comes Victor. Victor centers it. Halford tries to play it over to the slot to Johnson. It comes back. Opportunity for Saito is blocked. And back come the Pipers through center ice. Monetitis is forced back out to center ice. The Pipers play it. Offside is called at the Rivermen blue line. As we approach the midway point of the first period. 2 more losses for the Rapids, and the Senior Comets will clinch second place and home ice in the opening round of the playoffs for the Rivermen. So that's why we'll keep an eye on the out-of-town scoreboard today during the first and second intermission. Victor passes back to Saito, gets the return feed as Rabinowitz on the forecheck, forcing them back further and farther into their own end. Pass back ahead out to center ice. Bird plays it down low. Shot from the left circle. Blocker saved by Luker. Battle for the rebound behind the net. From the knees, back up to his feet was Leve. And it's carried out by McDonald. McDonald gets it deep in the Rivermen end. And he loses the inside position, and it's played out to center ice. I believe Bird down the left side. He's got Cuglietta streaking to the net, but it was taken away. Cuglietta separated from the puck. Nice work on the back check by Sauve, I believe, to take away that opportunity from Cuglietta. And a nice move by McGregor to get it back in the offensive zone. He provides the screen on the shot and stopped by Luker. Aldrich Denis gets the shot off the rush. And there's 9:26 remaining in the opening period. Gregor will stay out and takes the face-off. Well, he was set to take the face-off, but he's thrown out, and Moyes will come in to take the draw. It's won by Leo McLean, and the Pipers come out 2-on-2. It's played ahead by Monroe. Monroe has it in his feet out in front, tries to connect with Leo McLean. McLean forced into the far corner off a skate in the slot, and Moyes comes back to take it away. He makes a clean pass out to center ice, a nice move, but caught on the second cut across attempt. Chabot able to break up the play. Monroe's shot from outside the circle is stopped by Lyle, and he'll hang on with 8:54 remaining. Lyle's provided steady goaltending for the Rivermen this season. They had steady goaltending last season from an Oberoi, who played some pro in Australia at the beginning of this season. He's only played in 2 games for the Rivermen so far this year. Lyle's been real steady. And if they can get both Oberoi and Lyle available on any given night, they have a chance to win. Shot from power, misses high. Played down low. Wraparound attempt is blocked by the Pipers. Quan Arsenault is in the lane. Chabot plays it outside the blue line. Johnson tries to play it back to Francis. Francis gets it across to Kite. Kite makes a move around Oaks Cook, and he drops it at the blue line for McMahon. Goes down towards the slot, comes back out. Oaks Cook plays it back down low, and it's a bank pass that got cut up behind the Pipers' net. Pass connects now with Sauvé, who plays it to the right wing. Back to Sauvé. He gets it a stick on the deflection towards the net. Lyle makes the save. Labe. Backhand bank pass off the boards. Back to pick it up. Trying to move it ahead. It's picked off by Nasita. Nasita loses control of it, bouncing puck in the slot. And the Pipers back out to center ice. Unable to connect on the pass with Amonatitis. Received at the far blue line. Riverman 3-on-2. Halford in the slot. Pulls the trigger. He hits the iron. And the puck is gone out of play, so we get a delayed stoppage. Nobody knew quite where the biscuit was. With 7:13 remaining in the period. Nice opportunity for Alex Halford to get the Rivermen up by 3, but he hits the right post. He has 7 goals and 7 assists for a 14-point total through 7 games played this season. If you're averaging a goal and an assist per game, then you've got a pretty solid stat line, and Rivermen always love when Halford is in the lineup. Nice toe drag by McDonald, followed up by Rabinowitz. Plays it down low for McDonald. He pulls it ahead into the far corner, pass back to the right point. Shot attempt is blocked, and the puck deflects out of play with 6:46 remaining. Well, with 6 games remaining in the regular season for the Rivermen, including tonight, 4 of their last 6 games will be on home ice. They've got a tough doubleheader coming up against the North Dundas Rockets and Manitic Mariners. 2 top teams in the EOSHL, so we'll want to get 2 points tonight before a tough back-to-back weekend scenario. Considering pass attempt is broken up, it's kept in at the point by Saito. Down to the left circle, saucer pass attempt in front looking for Cuglietta was broken up. Battle continues along the far board. Sauvé passes it and skating it out to center ice. This Seguin. Seguin knocked off the puck by Victor. Seguin gets it back out in front. Backhand shot stopped by Lyle. That's poked back to the blue line. Delayed penalty call coming up against the Rivermen. Luker gets to the bench. Sauvé tries to pass it back down low, and it's touched up by Victor. It's going to be an interference call, and after the whistle, Seguin gets a message from Stephen Bird. So the Pipers will get the first power play opportunity of tonight's game, as Jacob Victor is called for interference. The Pipers power play only has 2 goals this season, 2 for 64 with the man advantage, 3.1%. I don't know if I have to say it, that is last overall in the EOSHL. Shot by Quan Arsenal is deflected over to the far boards. Pass over to the far circle, comes back to Papandreou. Out in front, deflected on goal. Lyle makes the save, battling for the rebound. We get the whistle. It's 23 seconds gone in the Rivermen penalty. Now as Oaks Cook in front, battling for the rebound with Lyle. The Rivermen win the faceoff. Shorthanded opportunity. It's a shorthanded breakaway. Halford to the backhand, and it's off the bar. No goal. A close call. It was the official in the far corner who signaled no goal. Sounds like some fans thought it may have went off the back bar and out, but it was a close call, and he had the best perspective to see whether that one was in or off the crossbar, and he says it's off the crossbar, and it's still a 2-goal Rivermen lead. The Pipers back in the offensive zone with 1 minute remaining on the power play. And Oaks Cook loses possession at the far circle. Aldrich Denis has lost his stick, and it comes back to the point. Quan Arsenal over to the left circle. Papandreou in front, deflected. Lyle makes the save, and it's cleared out to center ice by McMahon. Quan Arsenal passes it ahead. Oaks Cook finds McLean off the bench. He shoots, and he misses high off the glass. Amonatidis, backhand saucer pass over to Sauvé. Sauvé over to the right circle. One-time attempt stopped by Lyle. McMahon clears it with 20 seconds left on the penalty. Luker sets it up behind the Pipers' net. Pipers have given up 5 shorthanded goals this season, so they've been outscored 5-2 with the man advantage. The Rivermen are back to even strength. Sauvé collects the puck after it being rung around the boards. He carries it back down low. Pass ahead to Sauvé. A nice play out to center ice. Partial 2-on-1. Sauvé backhand feed, and the shot is directed wide and colliding with Lyle as he received the puck. We had a stoppage in play as the net comes off slightly with 3:28 remaining. That was a beauty play for the Pipers by Felix Sauvé to drop that puck off behind the net and then take off out to center ice to receive the feed and come through the middle with speed. Almost connected on the partial 2-on-1, but not enough power on the shot attempt. Out come the Rivermen. McGregor cuts the backhand. It's knocked off his stick. Pipers out to center ice, 2-on-2. Paquette makes a move around Kite. Moyes gets it out to center ice. He's got Monroe all over him. Monroe ragdolls him down to the ice, and it's going to be a holding call, which will give us the Rivermen their first power play opportunity of the game. The Rivermen are 14 for 71 with the man advantage this season. 19.7% is 12th overall in the EOSHL. The Pipers penalty kill operating at 79%. And they have the 7th best penalty kill in the EOSHL. The Rivermen win the face-off. Aldrich Denis gets the pass. He plays it into the slot. Alfred unable to make a play. Again clears it. Deflects off the sticks of Aldrich Denis. Was Andrew Monroe called for holding? Toss a pass ahead for Nisita. McMahon cuts into the slot. He shoots. It's a stick save from Luker. Alfred passes it back. Nisita tries to play it back down low, but the Pipers will send it the length of the ice with 40 seconds gone in the Rivermen power play. Lyle will set it up behind the net. Nice move by Aldrich Denis. Gets it ahead to McMahon. Man drops it for Aldrich Denis. Aldrich Denis back to the middle. Gets the return feed. At the right point, he cuts across and feeds it over to the left side. Nacita cross to McMahon. Pass was poked away by McDonald, I believe. And the Rivermen forced back out to center ice with 1:50 remaining in the period. Halford gains the offensive zone. He passes it to Johnson, back to Nacita. Nacita looks for the backdoor deflection, and it comes through to the near corner. Pipers floated out to center ice. It's gloved down by Nacita, who makes a pass and heads off on a change. McGregor off the bench enters the offensive zone. He waits for some fresh men to arrive off the line change. Pass into the slot looking for Roberts was broken up, and McGregor dodges a check on the near side. Moyes tries to curl it behind the net. McGregor regains the puck for the Rivermen out in front. Bouncing puck back left point. Saito walks in. His shot is stopped by Luker with 2 seconds left on the penalty. Munro back to his feet, ready to return to the ice with just over a minute remaining in the opening period. Stay tuned following the first period as we'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. And the face-off was not done fairly, so we'll have another puck drop to the right of Luker. Face-off is toss-up, comes back to the point. Pipers are back to even strength as the shot comes in from the left point. Luker makes the save and hangs on with 56 seconds remaining in the period. Both teams now 0 for 1 with the man advantage. Face-off won cleanly by Power. Victor. Shot is stopped by Luker. Rebound on the backhand. Unable to slide it past the left pad of Luker. And the battle continues behind the net. The Rivermen feed it over to the far corner. Shot from outside the far circle is gloved down by Luker. Off the shot from Power. 39 seconds to play in the period. The Rivermen will send out a few fresh bodies for the offensive zone face-off. It'll be Matt and Aldrich Denis. Matt Denis receives the puck off the face-off win and plays it down low. McMahon battles for it. It's poked away by the Pipers. Oaks Cook feeds it ahead. Papandreou finds Ramatidis, and it's back ahead for Power, who makes a toe drag to find some open ice. He's 1-on-3 with 13 seconds left. His shot is gloved down by Luker, who makes the save and hangs on with 8 seconds remaining in the period. The Rivermen will have an offensive zone face-off. Alford wins the draw. Cuglietta pokes it ahead to the near corner. 3 seconds left in the period. It's floated out to center ice. And Amanatides' shot is stopped by Lyle after the buzzer has gone. The first period comes to an end with the Rivermen leading 2-0. One other game in the EOSHL today, and it's an important one for the Capital Division standings, as the Pontiac Senior Comets and Poggan Falls Rapids are just about to get underway from the Centre de la Sueurs de Draveurs tonight. In the Central Division standings, the Capital Division standings, Pontiac currently in third place with a 5-10 record, and Poggan Falls trailing by 1 game with a 4-11 record. They need a win if they want to have a chance for themselves to catch the Pontiac Senior Comets in the standings and eventually overtake them for third pot in the Capital Division standings to take on Arnprior in the first round of the playoffs instead of the 11-3-1 Manitic Mariners. We had our first ever EOSHL All-Star game in Prescott last night at the Alain Chartrand Arena. It was a great turnout with lots of spectators on hand. An exciting skills competition was followed up by the All-Star game itself, which saw the East Division pick up a 10-9 win over the West Division, and an exciting game ended up with one last opportunity for the West Division to tie it following an icing call with 4 seconds remaining, but the East Division was able to hang on and take the first ever EOSHL All-Star Game victory by a 10-9 thriller. So if you didn't catch the game last night, there was a live stream by EOSHL TV. Justin Allery, Billy Bull, and everyone involved in that broadcast did a great job. Go ahead and check it out. We love to see what the league has done this season, and will continue to do. Here in Arnprior, you're watching the Rivermen and the Glengarry Pipers. It's a 2-0 Rivermen lead after 20 minutes of play. We will be back for the call for the second period following the first intermission on the RA Sports Network. Hello, everyone, and welcome back inside the Nick Smith Center for second period EOSHL action on the RA Sports Network. I'm Ryan Woods, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Arnprior Rivermen over the Glengarry Pipers after 20 minutes of play, thanks to first period goals from Dan McIntyre and Andrew Cuglietta. No official shot count following the first period, as it's just Tyson Moyes in the scorekeeper's box tonight. Usually him and Ian tag team the in-arena and online scorekeeping. However, Ian is not here tonight. There's Tyson doing the scorekeeping down there, so we will look for an official shot update following the second period and the conclusion of the game. But the Rivermen controlling the play in the opening period. Have a 2-0 lead to start the second period of play. Both teams 0 for 1 with the man advantage. And we begin the second period at 5-on-5. Will be Papandreou and Power for the face-off to start the second period. The puck is dropped. We're underway, and it's won by the Rivermen. Dan McIntyre floats it into the far corner. Quan Arsenault plays it behind the Pipers' net ahead to Mamonitidis. It's played ahead by Papandreou. He gets the reception to enter the offensive zone behind the net. Mamonitidis has it poked off his stick. McMahon plays it over to the right wing. Victor unable to connect on the pass with Power, and icing is waved off. Power's shot is stopped by Luker, and the Pipers drop it back into their own slot. It's mishandled by Juan Arsenault. McMahon centering pass out in front, and unable to jam it home was McIntyre, who lost an edge. Mamonitidis carries it down low. He plays it behind the Riverman net. It's poked off his stick. Catches up to it and rings it around the glass. Oaks Cook cycles it down low. Back to Oaks Cook, and it's deflected away from his stick. Unable to keep it in at the point. He passes out to center ice. Almost connects on a breakaway opportunity for LeBay, but LeBay unable to receive the pass. Rabinowitz cycled it down low. The Rivermen play it out to Johnson. Johnson separated from the puck by McDonald, who gets a reception on the one-touch pass and then executes the reverse hit on Matt Denis. Saito has to be quick. Seguin pokes the puck away from him, but the Rivermen back out to center ice. Across the blue line, Halford. Pass was broken up by LeBay. McDonald takes a hit. Rabinowitz plays it down low. Matt Denis evaluates things and plays it out to center ice for Nasita, who will try to cut behind Sauve. Sauve does a nice job keeping the puck to the perimeter. 2-on-2 through center ice. McLean's shot deflects off a stick and out of play with 2:27 gone in the second period. A couple zone rushes to start the second period going each way, and this off will be inside the Riverman end. McLean took a wide leg stance for that face-off and unable to maintain possession. Francis from the right side, his shot is stopped by Luker. He's poked ahead by Sauve. Moves the puck through center, but McGregor breaks it up. Sauve battles to steal it back. Great battle between Sauve and McGregor. Sauve out in front. Lyle deflects it. It's back to the near point. McLean keeps it in. Bank pass off the boards out to center for Moyes, who finds Roberts. Roberts turns it over, and Height was trying to jump into the penalty box to avoid too many men on the ice. Pass to Victor, who carries it through center. Pipers still arguing that too many men possible call into the offensive zone. McLean's shot stopped by Lyle. The rebound for Quan Arsenault, who's stopped by Lyle as well on the follow-up opportunity. A-plus effort to Johnny Kite, who understood the assignment as the puck came between him and, I believe, McMahon, and there were definitely 6 players on the ice for the Rivermen, but he just was ready to head dive into the penalty box to save a possible penalty for the Rivermen. Cuglietta in the high slot. Carries it, passes it. Saito thought better of rushing in to keep the play alive. And it's off the skate of Cuglietta. Now the Pipers. Amonatidis makes a move around Saito. Back out in front, bouncing puck for Quan Arsenault, who tried to elevate it and knock it out of midair towards the goal, unable to do so. And now it's an opportunity for the Rivermen. Stephen Bird up the left side. Centering feed. Halford's shot misses wide. Rebound off the end boards. Cuglietta is stopped by Luker. Stick check by Chabot. Pass ahead for Armonatidis. His shot whistled wide. He catches up to it at the hash marks. Carries it down low behind the net. Gets the return feed. Works the give and go in the corner. Tries to work it out in front. And Lyle's able to find the puck and hang on to it along the far side of the Rivermen net. .501 gone in the second period. You can still see there's a lot of water in the corners. Puck deflected on its way to the net. Lyle sprawled out, made the save. The Rivermen cleared the rebound to the far corner. It's kept in at the point. The Pipers keep the play alive. McDonald cycles it down low. Pass back to the left point. Once again, pushed around the end boards. Labe kept it in at the near point, and the Rivermen are able to clear it on the far side, but it will be icing as it goes the length of the ice with 5:35 gone in the period. Bit of a staggered pace to start the second period. Some icings and some back and forth play that doesn't really match the pace from the first period so far. Oh, and it's hard into the end boards away from the play. And Lyle was just about to head to the bench for the extra attacker as the Pipers touched up, slow to make his way back to his feet. I believe Albright today. LaRock called for the penalty for the Pipers, and Aldrich Denis slowly makes his way back to the bench. And he's in some discomfort. Doug Twinning is checking him out. Second power play opportunity of the game for the Rivermen. 0 for 1 in the first period. Alford wins the draw back to Francis. Francis stick handles. Passes it to the right circle. Nacita from the left point. His shot doesn't make its way through. McMahon centers it into the slot. It's battled, and it's played out by the Pipers. Roughing was the call against Joey LaRock. Didn't look like he caught too much of Aldrich Denis, but the way that he Johnson from the left circle. His shot misses short side. The way that he went down and was in some discomfort helped with the penalty being drawn. An opportunity on the rebound. The Rivermen stopped by Luker. A couple of opportunities for the power play goal with 48 seconds gone in the man advantage. But the Rivermen unable to beat Luker, and they still lead by 2. Moyes off the draw. His shot. It's a left kick saved by Luker, and he reaches out with the gloved hand to take away the rebound opportunity. A nice juggling act by Luker to keep it a 2-goal deficit and take away a rebound opportunity. Roberts passes back to Saito over to the right point. Pass down low, back up to the right point. Through to McGregor at the left circle. McGregor looks for a passing lane. Plays it to Moyes behind the net. Out in front. Opportunity. McGregor. And Roberts was stopped by Luker. .45 seconds left in the penalty to Larocque. McGregor wins the drop, back to the point. Saito over to the right point. Power passes down low. Back out to Saito. And it's kept in. Moyes coming in from the left circle. Backhand pass out in front, and they score! Roberts gets the power play here to make it 3-0 Rivermen. 7:20 gone in the second period, and it was a beautiful passing play off the turnover at the point, an opportunity for the Pipers to clear, which Saito kept in, and then Moyes with a beautiful play to carry it down low, adjust the angle, pull Luker over to the near post, and then feed it across to Roberts, who made no mistake elevating the puck and giving the Rivermen a 3-0 lead. Bird down the left side. His shot just missed the far post. And Bird receives it inside the blue line, and it's poked away by Chabot. Chabot gets it over, and it's played out for Chabot up the left side. Manatidis tries to play it in front from the far corner. It's stolen back by the Rivermen. A nice behind-the-back pass by Cuglietta to Halford, but it's knocked off his stick. Bird throws it towards the net. Cuglietta and Halford got the deflection in front, but unable to pull it around Luker. Luker hangs on with 8:15 gone. Moyes picking up the assist on the Roberts goal. Recently became the first player with 100 combined regular season and playoff games, earning that accomplishment on December 21st. LeBay draws a penalty in the far corner, and Luker makes his way to the bench. It's carried through center by Rabinowitz. It's moved by Solvay, but it's stolen by the Rivermen. It's actually a Manatidis with the move, I believe. So after the Rivermen scored on their second power play opportunity of the game, we will now get the Pipers' second power play opportunity of the game. Of course, keep in mind, the Pipers operating at only 3% with the man advantage this season. Not only have the Pipers given up more shorthanded goals than scoring power play goals, they've scored more shorthanded goals themselves than they've scored on the power play. They've got 3 shorthanded goals and only 2 power play goals on the season. McIntyre in the box for the Rivermen. And that one goes high out of play quickly. Off the clearing attempt by Saito. 8:57 gone in the second period. Face-off will be inside the Rivermen end. Played around the boards, back to the point. Oaks Cook moves it over to the left point. Juan Arsenault back to Oaks Cook. Chabot at the top of the zone, over to the left circle. Fake shot. Pass attempt back over to the right circle. Chabot back to Juan Arsenault over to the left circle. And a nice move by Amonatitis to evade a few penalty killers from the Rivermen. Juan Arsenault's shot high off the glass. Chabot races to keep it in. Amonatitis' shot is stopped. Rebound. Chabot shoots, and it's stopped by Lyle. Battle for the rebound, and the Rivermen are able to clear at the length of the ice. 50 seconds gone. 50 seconds remaining in the power play opportunity for the Pipers. It's poked away from Juan Arsenault. Short-handed opportunity for the Rivermen. Puglietta shoots. He misses. Juan Arsenault feeds it between the legs of Amonatitis. Sauve from the far corner is separated from the puck. It comes back to the point for McDonald, who plays it over to the far circle. The Rivermen look to clear. Kite gets it out to center ice with 13 seconds left on the penalty to McIntyre. Pass up the left side over to McLean. McLean banks it back to Rabinowitz. His shot is stopped. Rebound opportunity. Battling. Lyle makes the right pad save, and the Rivermen are back to even strength. The Pipers 0 for 2 with the man advantage. It's a 2-on-1. Nacita holds it. He carries it on the backhand. Short side, tries to carry it behind Luker and tuck it in, but he ran out of real estate. Another opportunity behind the net. McMahon spinning shot attempt. Doesn't make its way on net. McLean and McMahon collide along the far boards. Battle. McLean unable to clear. It's given away to Rabinowitz. He battles with Puglietta. Puglietta does a nice job. McMahon comes in to help out in the board battle. And it's over to Matt Denis. Shot deflected wide. Johnson off the bench comes in, tries to keep the play alive, but the Pipers are able to clear. It's a slow trickler, and just enough on it for icing. Just enough on it, and the Pipers had started their line change, so a few players were forced back onto the bench after a bit of a lengthy shift in the defensive zone. Some players will be forced to come back out with 8:21 remaining in the second period. Face-off won by the Rivermen. Bouncing puck goes over top of the net. And Pipers once again struggle to clear, but they get it out on the second opportunity. It's gloved down by Lyle. Lyle will hang on as Sauve was the nearest player. 8:04 remaining. Felix Sauve, former Foxbury Hawk and Alexandria Glen, has 6 points in 11 games for Glengarry this season. It's floated out and once again hits the rafters. Such a low ceiling here inside the Nick Smith Center's Burt Hall Arena. Renovation scheduled to get underway this March, and will be a project that goes all the way through the summer. We're excited to see what the arena will look like next fall, with reopening scheduled for October. Expect the first few Junior A Arnprior or Junior B Arnprior Packer games and Senior A Arnprior Rivermen games will be scheduled on the road next year in September before they get to come back home and play at the newly renovated arena in October. We're looking forward to that. Pass ahead for Dan Johnson across the blue line. Finds the deflection, but unable to deflect it on goal. The official took a tumble at center ice. He is back up and good to carry on with play. Chabot passes over to the far circle. It's poked away from Monroe. Monroe knocked down. Pass out to center ice, out of the reach of Nasita. Icing called against the Rivermen. Face off won by the Rivermen behind the net. Victor separated from the puck out in front. Papandreou is stopped on the one-time attempt. And it's nearly stolen by Nasita. It's poked ahead, one-on-one battle. Nasita finds Alford. Alford carries it wide, cuts to the backhand. He shoots and scores! A beauty goal for Alex Alford to make it 4-0 Rivermen. Oh, it's the way that he used his speed deceptively just to throw off the Pipers. He came in so slowly, and in the way that he cut behind the defense to pick up the play and just get that backhand shot on goal past Luker. It's such a crafty play, and that's why he is averaging a goal and an assist per game this season with his 8th goal of the season in his 8th game. Luke Nasita and Jacob Victor with the assists. In comes McMahon. It's knocked away by Solvay. Puck comes back to the right point. Kite passes off to Power, who gets it into the slot. He misses. An opportunity for McMahon to jam it in from behind the goal line. And it's taken back by the Pipers. Again, gets it over to McDonald. McDonald gets the puck into the Riverman end and takes a hit. McMahon ahead to Francis. Francis makes a move to get behind McLean. Shot stopped by Luker. Powers shot. Misses short side. McLean out to center ice. He gains the blue line and fires one hard towards the net. Lyle hangs on. It may have been going high or wide of the net or both, but Lyle just receives the shot and hangs on for a face-off. .5:35 remaining in the second period. Face-off won by the Pipers. Battle behind the Rivermen net for possession. The Rivermen make a move and pass it over to the right side. Ulrich Denis drops it for Cuglietta off his skate. Pipers back 3-on-2 with an opportunity. It's poked away. Chabot carries it. 2-on-1 now. Chabot to the backhand. He's stopped by Lyle, and the rebound is picked up by the Rivermen. Couple of moves by Cuglietta to gain the offensive zone. Another move trying to get around Juan Arsenault, unable to do so. Monroe received the pass. It's turned back over to the Rivermen. McGregor drops it for Halford. Halford centering pass is picked off by the Pipers. Juan Arsenault peels back with it. Gathers some speed through center ice. He carries it to the right circle. Tried to play it to himself behind Matt Denis. Bouncing puck for Moyes, unable to receive it at the far blue line. Luker comes out to play it around the boards. And it's played back down for Oaks Cook in the far corner. 4:08 remaining in the period. It's passed through the middle for Monatidis. His shot is blocked. He collects the rebound. And it's back outside the blue line. Moyes receives it on the right wing. Moyes drops it. One-time shot attempt for McGregor is blocked, and the Pipers back through center ice. LeVay's shot ramps up off the stick of Aldrich Denis and out of play with 3:44 remaining. Off the face-off, the puck comes back to LeVay, who kept it in. Johnson will play it ahead. Halford across the blue line. Feeds it to the outside. Nisita narrowly avoids a hit. And back come the Pipers. Seguin mishandled the puck. And he's got a hand all over one of the Rivermen players who draws a penalty. And we get a whistle. Wonder if it'll be roughing or holding. Roughing is the call. Could have gone either way, but that was pretty easy call for the official to make in deciding whether or not to call the penalty goes. Third power play opportunity of the afternoon. 1 for 2 so far with the man advantage thanks to the power play goal from Spencer Roberts earlier this period. Seguin in the box for roughing. Pipers clear it out to center ice. And it's sent back down once again to the Rivermen end. Aldrich Denis finds Nisita, who plays it ahead for McMahon. McMahon makes a move into the offensive zone, carries it wide behind the net. Back to Nisita. Nisita works the give and go with McMahon from the right circle. Now McMahon shoots. He's stopped. And Johnson finds the rebound and keeps the play alive. Aldrich Denis works the give and go at the blue line with Halford. Aldrich Denis with some traffic now. Bounces out to Nisita at the left circle into the slot. Halford knocked to his knees. Passes back to Aldrich Denis, who stick handles. And Nisita from the left circle. He misses high off the glass. McMahon leaves it for Aldrich Denis at the right point. Aldrich Denis drops it for Nisita. Back to Aldrich Denis, who winds up. His shot is blocked. Opportunity. Halford's shot is stopped by Luker. Halford took a second to pull the trigger, allowed Luker to adjust, and he made a great save one-on-one against one of the top players in the Capital Division, Alex Halford, stonewalled by Bryce Luker. With 50 seconds remaining on the Rivermen power play, Roberts back out there, feeds it back to Victor. McGregor, shot off a stick. Luker dove at it. He's out of position now, but the Rivermen unable to capitalize. No shooting lane with Luker down. McGregor back to the point. It's kept in by Victor. Pass over to the right circle. Shot looking for the backdoor deflection by McGregor. Comes through to the near corner. Victor keeps it in. McGregor knocks it down. 10 seconds left on the power play. McGregor head fakes, passes down low. It's received by Moyes. Moyes to McGregor. Well, back to even strength. Roberts stopped by Luker. A great positional save to get in the way. And Rivermen now 1 for 3 with the man advantage. 1:04 remaining in the second period. The Pipers will skate the puck out to center ice. It's 3-on-2 opportunity across the blue line. Puck knocked away, but the recovery And sliding the puck wide was Juan Arsenault. Another stop by Lyle up against the far post. Back to Chabot, but it's outside the blue line with 40 seconds remaining. Chabot feeds it ahead and it's knocked down. McDonald makes a behind-the-back pass. It's received by Oakes. Look at the blue line. Nice job to keep it onside. Lyle steers it to the far boards. Another shot is deflected wide. Moyes at center ice looking for the breakaway pass. And he could get a 2-on-1. But Moyes cuts in front of the net to the forehand. And what a save by Luker, who was falling, kicked out the right leg as the net came off. A great effort by Moyes. Unable to finish it off, though. Moyes is coming off his best game of the season so far. He got a goal and an assist last weekend against the Pontiac Senior Comets, and he's been buzzing again tonight. Battle off the face-off. The Rivermen pass it down low through the crease. Luker didn't see it coming. And it's knocked ahead up the right side. Opportunity late in the period for Sauvé. Centering pass. And time expires as Lyle comes across to make a save. It wouldn't have counted as the puck arrived as the buzzer went. But a nice read by Lyle to come across as time expires. And the Rivermen with another 2-goal effort in the second period. Shots on goal after 40 minutes. 42 for the Rivermen, 25 for the Pipers. A nice 17-shot cushion for the Rivermen, who have controlled play against the Pipers team. Second period goals from Spencer Roberts and Alex Halford give the Rivermen a 4-0 lead after 40 minutes of play. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard and the only other game on the EOSHL schedule today between the Pontiac Senior Comets and the Pogon Falls Rapids. At the start of the second period, the Pontiac Senior Comets have a 2-1 lead over the Pogon Falls Rapids, thanks to first period goals from Xavier Rabi and Blake Howard. Etienne Champagne with the lone goal for the Rapids. Shots on goal in that game, 18-11 in favor of the Comets. And now we've got an opportunity to look back at the first period shots on goal in the Rivermen game, where 24-12. I believe they had that backwards as it's listed as 24-12 in favor of the Pipers in the first period, which we now know after 2 periods of play, the Rivermen outshot the Pipers 42-25. So unless the Rivermen outshot the Pipers 30-1 in the second period, I think that the first period totals reversed. Either way, the Rivermen with a 4-0 lead after 40 minutes of play. We'll be back with your call for the third period following the second intermission on the RA Sports Network. everyone, and welcome back in the Nick Smith Center for third period EOSHL action on the RA Sports Network. I'm Ryan Woods, and the Rivermen have a 4-0 lead over the Pipers following 40 minutes of play, thanks to second period goals from Spencer Roberts on the power play and Alex Alford with his 8th goal of the season. Shots on goal following 2 periods is 42-25 in favor of the Rivermen. The Rivermen 1 for 3 with the men advantage. The Pipers 0 for 2. We will begin the third period at full strength. Carlin Lyle stopping all 25 shots he's faced so far, has been great in net for the Rivermen. And the Rivermen 20 minutes away from their 8th win of the season, having an opportunity to go ahead of 500 for the first time this season. McGregor and Papandreou for the face-off. It's won by Papandreou, and we are underway in the third period. Pass comes across, and it's up the left side for Oaks Cook. McGregor steals it back for the Rivermen. He's separated from the puck by Amonatidis. Shot blocker save from Lyle off the glass. Oaks Cook plays it down low. The side of the net. Papandreou has it stolen by McGregor, who carries it out through center ice and pushes it to the left wing. Drop pass attempt for McGregor is broken up, and it's overskated by Juan Arsenault. Dumped in by the Pipers. Victor receives it, plays it up the blue line. Sauve takes away a pass attempt for Moyes. His shot is stopped by Lyle with 56 seconds gone in the period. Off the draw, Chabot plays it down low. Matt Denis receives it behind the net. Nice move taken down by Rabinowitz. Was Halford. Luker comes out to play it. He gives it away. Luker came out to play it. It was given away, but Pipers recover. McDonald skates it down the left side. McDonald passes back to the point. Fanned shot attempt. And the pass is picked off by Sauve, who is unable to enter the offensive zone, knocked off his stick. And it's deflected off of Nisita down the length of the ice. Luker sets it up. It's passed out to center ice. Francis will settle it down. Alderic Denis. Outside the blue line, Paquette plays it back in. Lyle sets it up behind the Rivermen net. 2 minutes gone in the third period. Taking a hit was Alderic Denis from Monroe. Monroe with another hit on the far boards. And now skating it out is Alderic Denis, who gets it ahead. McMahon has it trickle towards the net. Luker plays it around the boards. It bounces up and is gloved down by McMahon, who's knocked down by Monroe at the blue line. Rivermen thought there could have been some interference on that. No call on the play. McMahon intercepts a pass attempt for Paquette. Battle at the blue line. Power skates it in, makes a move, keeps it onside. It's knocked off his stick. Here come the Pipers. Out to center ice. Chabot across the blue line finds an opportunity in the slot for McLean, who is stopped by Lyle. Lyle leans across to take away the near side, and 3:02 gone in the third period. Another opportunity for the Pipers, but Lyle has an answer. Face off one by Halford. Kite plays it around the boards for Bird. He gets it outside the blue line. It's stolen back by Larocque. Leve. Backhand pass behind the net for Sauve. Sauve unable to connect on the pass. Blocker save, and it's on the goal line, and no goal. High stick is called, and it remains a 4-0 Rivermen lead. And the Pipers bench does not like the call, but the call will stand. The official says it was knocked down with the high stick, and the puck ended up on the goal line before being knocked across. So the Rivermen dodge a bullet. It looked like the Pipers had scored their first goal of the game, but it remains a 4-0 Rivermen lead. Sauve arguing the call, but there's nothing that can be done now. What's done is done, and play continues. Another opportunity poked away by Lyle. Battle in the far corner. Poirier knocked down in front of the net. Three-on-two opportunity for the Pipers. Larocque gets it towards the net. Lyle makes the save, and coming in was Jordan Sien, who draws some attention from the Rivermen. There hasn't been a lot of ice time in the game for this line of Jordan Sien, Jeremy Poirier, and we've seen Joey Larocque a lot more than we have the other two, but first that we've really noticed either Jordan Sien or Jeremy Poirier in the game. Three-on-two opportunity now for the Rivermen. McGregor carries it across the blue line. His shot is stopped by Luker, poked away by Oakes. Cook inside the blue line. A nice move. Let's get the puck deep in the Rivermen end. Bouncing puck to the far corner. Papandreou tries to get the deflection in front. It comes back to the right point. Shot blocked by Roberts. It's kept in by Quan Arsenault, and it's played out by McGregor to Roberts. Moyes towards the net. Kicks it to his backhand. A nice cross-crease save by Luker to take away the backhand attempt from Moyes. Shot by Armonatidis is stopped by Lyle. And it's played behind the net by Oakes. Cook. Quan Arsenault was tied up. McGregor will skate it out. 3-on-3. Moyes tries to sneak behind Sauve, and McGregor shoots. Moyes with the rebound in the far corner. Papandreou loses inside positioning. Moyes took a high stick that went undetected by the officials. McGregor tried to make a move out in front. Alderic Denis lets one shot go, and it's blocked by Sauve. Matt Denis feeds the pass across. Alderic Denis fires it in from center ice. It's steered aside by the stick of Luker and kept in by Nicita. Nicita makes a move through the near face-off circle. Comes back to the point. Kite towards the net. And it's a 5-hole trickler that beats Luker through traffic to give the Rivermen a 5-0 lead. And Nicita leads the high-five train past the Rivermen bench. May have caught a deflection. Otherwise would have been the first Rivermen goal for Johnny Kite in his EOSHL career. We'll wait for the official call. Face-off is won by the Pipers. So Messina does get the goal. It's his 5th goal of the season. Messina with the one-touch drop pass to Halford, who comes down the right side, and he rings it off the post. That close to a 6-0 Rivermen lead. McDonald across the blue line, 1-on-4 to the backhand. He's knocked down, and there's no penalty call on the way. The Rivermen will clear it from the net front. Quan Arsenault collects the puck. He skates through center. He drops it back to the right point. Goes high over the glass and out of play with 7:02 gone in the period. And another opportunity on the last sequence for Halford, who already has 1 goal in the game and just flung it off the glove side post. For those keeping an eye on the out-of-town scoreboard, the Pontiac Senior Comets now with a 3-1 lead over the Poggen Falls Rapids. Shot by Quan Arsenault is deflected wide. McLean battles to center the pass. It's broken up by the Rivermen. McMahon leads the rush across the blue line. He loses control, but it's picked up. And towards the net backhand opportunity, and tied up was Power with Luker. The whistle with 12:37 remaining. And Luker is having a discussion with the official about the previous play, motioning down ice. Victor feeds it across the blue line to Saito, whose shot goes wide. Power feeds it through the offensive zone, and he pokes to keep the play alive momentarily. McLean with the second clearing opportunity gets it out. Chabot across the blue line. Losing his stick was Saito. The opportunity to clear it for McMahon, who skates it out 1-on-3, just gets to center ice and dumps it in. Out to play it is Luker, who passes it behind the Pipers net over to the near corner. A reverse attempt hit for Paquette. And a nice effort to get the puck out. Victor battling in the near corner. Comes out into the slot for Poirier, who plays it through the slot to the far corner. Halford. Stick handles outside the blue line. He finds Cuglietta, who gets the puck deep. Luker out to play it once again over to the far corner, and a shot attempt is off the stick of Luker, who gets back in the net just in time to deflect it out of play with 11:27 remaining. And the puck comes back outside the blue line off the draw. The Rivermen forced to touch up. Pass comes up the left side for Sauve. Goes between the feet of Bird. Shot from the right circle, stopped by Lyle. Bouncing shot cleared behind the net. Opportunity on the near side is taken away by Halford, who advances the play to Cuglietta. Cuglietta centers it, tries to connect with Bird on the back door, and was unable to arrive in time. Luker turns it over to Halford in the far corner. Pass attempt back to Aldrich, and he was intercepted by Oaks Cook. Nice move by Pamonatidis. Into the offensive zone. He cuts to the forehand. Lyle makes a save on the cross crease attempt. And a deflection in front off the stick of Oaks Cook. Goes over top of the net. Pamonatidis saucer pass to the point. Sauve shifts it towards the goal. It's knocked down with a high stick from Matt Denis, but played by the Pipers. Up for grabs behind the net. Backhand opportunity in front is stopped by Lyle. Another save for number 86. LeBay keeps it in along the far boards. And the Rivermen now with an opportunity to clear. It's skated out as we're past the midway point of the third period. Aldrich Denis gains center ice and gets it deep. Luker comes out to play it, and it's passed through the crease of the empty net and goes to the far boards. Gives Luker time to get back in the net. Kite, last defender back for the Rivermen, starts the breakout on the far side. Roberts through center ice, shot from outside the far circle is gloved down by Luker, who will hang on with 9:24 remaining. Face off won by the Rivermen with some help from Moyes. Chabot tries to clear it on the far side, is unable to get the puck out. And a diving effort creates a potential 2-on-1 led by Rabinowitz. Seguin drops it to Chabot. The Rivermen were calling for offside. The play continues. Stick lift by Rabinowitz. It's kept in. Hard shot attempt by Juan Arsenault is stopped and cleared ahead for Moyes. Breakaway opportunity. Moyes in all alone. Forehand. 5-hole. Moyes makes it 6-0. As we're used to seeing from him. Another young baby at home, and as the season progresses, he's starting to come into form. He's now got 4 points in his last 2 games, and a nice finish on the breakaway. Almost had one earlier, but was able to slide it through the 5-hole of Luker to make it 6-0 Rivermen, who now have the touchdown on NFL Wild Card Weekend. Roberts with the assist on the goal for Moyes. Another shot attempt by Saito is stopped by Luker. Battle in the near corner. Pass in front is poked off the stick of Halford, and Juan Arsenault will settle things down behind the Pipers' net. Sauvé comes off the bench, and Juan Arsenault will make a saucer pass. It's out to center ice. McLean feeds it to Paquette. Paquette's shot goes high above side. And now it's another odd man rush opportunity, but the play is offside. His Power made a move at the blue line, and McIntyre was offside on the far side of the ice, and the faceoff will come back outside the Pipers' blue line with 7:35 remaining. Chabot misses the pass with Larocque, and icing is called against the Pipers with now 7:27 remaining. The next game for the Pipers will be next Saturday, January 18th, as they take on the Manotick Mariners. That game will have 7:30 p.m. puck drop. Kite's one-time attempt went wide past the far post. The Pipers floated out to center ice. Kite dives in an attempt to knock it away. Larocque gains the offensive zone. He's separated by the puck. When the offensive zone shot from inside the far face-off dot, missed on the short side. Passed by McIntyre. Over to the far side, the Pipers look to break it out. Larocque knocks it down. Poirier into the offensive zone. The Rivermen turn it back in the direction towards the offensive zone. It's knocked away from Halford, who collides with Cien at center ice, and Halford didn't like that. He has a few words for Cien. Some more discussion at ice level as the Pipers break back out to center ice. Oaks Cook plays it to the right wing. Shot attempt ramps up off a stick out of play with 6:01 left in the third period. Next game for the Rivermen will be Saturday, January 18th, as they visit the 15-0 North Dundas Rockets. And that'll be a tough matchup for the Rivermen, but everybody looks forward to an opportunity to possibly be the only team that can beat the Rockets in a season. Rebound opportunity is sprawled out. Luker makes a save. Papandreou gets it out to center ice. Halford turns with it. He skates into the offensive zone and loses control as a poke check by the Pipers sent the puck back in the opposite direction. And the puck deflects high and out of play with 5:26 remaining. Thanks to the 15 people tuned into our live stream right now on the RA Sports Network YouTube channel, our first stream of 2025, and we appreciate everyone taking the time to watch this afternoon's game. 5:26 separating the Rivermen from their 8th win of the season as play continues. It's played back by Roberts. Pass across the Rivermen zone. McGregor deflects it towards the Pipers' net. Luker has to hang on as Roberts was right in there on the doorstep. McGregor wins the faceoff back to the point. Denis shot stopped by Luker. The rebound cleared to the near corner. Moyes cuts to the slot on the backhand. He tries to find Roberts for the backdoor opportunity, but he elevates it over top of the net. McGregor in the slot. He shoots and scores. That's a nice snipe for Nolan McGregor to make it 7-0. No high five train past the bench from the Rivermen at this point in the game. 7-0 lead with 4:48 remaining. Juan Arsenault carries it through the neutral zone, gets inside the blue line. His pass is broken up and loses his stick in the process. Pass up to the right wing for Nacita. Nacita makes a move behind McLean. Backhand tries to tuck it home. The official lost sight of the puck. Oh, it's actually Graham Denham, who's wearing number 12 tonight. We had him listed as number 91. Another opportunity in the far circle. Johnson shoots and scores to make it 8-0. 9th goal of the season for Dan Johnson, but we had Graham Denham listed as number 91 on the game sheet, and McGregor usually wears number 12 for the Rivermen. They've given credit to the goal to Graham Denham, who is apparently wearing number 12 tonight. So that's actually his first career EOSHL goal. So congrats to Graham Denham, who made no mistake with the shot from the slot. And then, of course, as they were announcing the goal for Denham, Dan Johnson made it 8-0. This game will really help out the Rivermen goal differential. They entered tonight with a -15 goal differential, and as of now, they've improved that to just a -7 goal differential. Kite drops it to McMahon. McMahon walks in. His shot is stopped by Luker, and he'll get a whistle with 3:21 remaining. The next home game for the Rivermen will be Friday, January 24th, as they take on Manotick. 7:30 p.m. puck drop here at the Nick Smith Center. Pass back to Saito. Papandreou knocks it down. And the Pipers play it out to center ice. Bouncing puck finds its way to Victor. Victor feeds it through center ice. Roberts across to McMahon. McMahon looking to go backdoor. Comes out of the far corner, back to the point for Saito. Rebound played away from McMahon. Off the boards, out to center ice. Chabot fires one in high on Lyle, and looks like it caught a piece of Lyle before deflecting over the glass and out of play. The faceoff will be inside the Rivermen end with 2:33 left to play. And the puck is knocked towards the net off the faceoff. Lyle will just find the loose puck and hang on for another defensive zone faceoff. The Rivermen skated out. They play it in. Icing call against the Rivermen, and that won't bring us to the finish line any quicker. Another 9 seconds elapsed, and we're down to 2:21 remaining. The Rivermen don't mind waiting a few extra moments for their post-game celebration. They've done the hard work. They've got the 8-0 lead, and now all that's left to do is kill the remaining 2 minutes, 6 seconds. Pipers with one objective here in the final 2 minutes. We'll see how that plays out. There's a drop pass that's poked away at the far circle. Reaching forward is Kite. He makes a move and plays it in front of the Rivermen net. Back off the boards out to center ice. Juan Arsenault passes it over. It gets the return feed from Chabot. Juan Arsenault turned back out to center ice. McDonald feeds it ahead out of the reach of Chabot. And they don't call icing with 1:23 remaining. It's a turnover. Shot attempt by Seguin misses. Sauve off the bench. Passes through center ice to Seguin. Seguin gives it away to Denham nearly, and it's poked off the stick of Juan Arsenault by Moyes. Roberts inside. Partial breakaway. His shot is stopped by Luker. Denham pokes the rebound over top of the net. And now back to retrieve it is Poirier, who fires it high off the glass, just stays in play. We're inside the final minute of play. 44 seconds left. Moyes over to the left circle. Denham's shot is deflected, and it goes out of play for a stoppage with 40 seconds remaining. One final look at the out-of-town scoreboard. The Pontiac Senior Comets now with a 4-1 lead over the Poggen Falls Rapids with 14 seconds remaining in the second period. 38 seconds remain here as the Rivermen win the face-off. Moyes plays it down, loaded and Larocque will skate it out from behind the Pipers' net. Tries to work the give and go to gain the offensive zone, but it's poked away by Max Sato. CN plays it through center ice. Final 10 seconds of play. It comes back. Luker comes out to play it. And he'll pass it off to CN as time expires. The final seconds tick off the clock. And it's an 8-0 win for the Arnprior Rivermen. Shutout for Carlin Lyle, who leads the way. An outstanding performance, a complete team effort from the Arnprior Rivermen, who improved their record to 8 wins, 7 losses on the season. Final shots, 61-37 in favor of the Rivermen. Adrian Moyes named the 3rd star with a goal and 2 assists. Quayne Arsenault with a generous 2nd star recognition. And Carlin Lyle with the 37 save shutout earns 1st star honors. A long night for the Pipers, who see their record fall to 4 wins, 11 losses, and 1 overtime loss on the season. It was a great evening for the Arnprior Rivermen, who now have 16 points on the season, with 5 games remaining, 3 of which will be on home ice. They're going to wrap out the season and likely finish 2nd overall in the Capital Division. And as we saw, the 4-1 lead for the Senior Comets over the Poggan Falls Rapids in that game will extend the lead for the Senior Comets over the Poggan Falls Rapids for 3rd place in the Capital Division standings with a 4-point lead. That will leave the Rapids with only 4 games remaining this season. We will likely set up a first-round playoff matchup between the Arnprior Rivermen and the Pontiac Senior Comets. But that is yet to be decided. Next weekend, the Rivermen will be on the road as they take on the undefeated 15-0 North Dundas Rockets before returning home January 24th to take on the Capital Division leading Manotick Mariners. We look forward to bringing that game to you on the RA Sports Network. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in to tonight's game. If you enjoyed tonight's coverage, we invite you to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We appreciate everyone taking the time to watch our content. For my broadcast partner, Adriana Wong, I'm Ryan Woods. Have a great week, everybody.